we are asked to solve this absolute value function again. And I went ahead and I just put this out there too. Careful of extraneous solutions. What that means is you have to plug your answers back into the original problem to confirm that they do work for the problem. So let's go ahead and we'll solve this. So you remember what I said to do first? We have to get the absolute value by itself. So we want to isolate the absolute value. I'm going to go ahead and add 2 to both sides, plus 2, plus 2. I now have the absolute value of x plus 2, and absolute value equals 3x plus 2. Then I'll go ahead and to drop the absolute value signs, that means 2 separate equations are made. The easiest one is you just drop them with nothing changing. The other one is you have to remember the negative side of it. So the negative side of this is negative parentheses, x plus 2 equals 3x plus 2. So when the absolute value drops, then that's the negative side of it that we have to be careful of. So everything looks okay right now. We'll go ahead and solve for x here. Get all your x's to one side, everything else to the other side. So minus x, and I get 2 equals 2x plus 2 minus 2, that's a 0, equals 2x. Divide by 2, 0 equals x. It is okay to have 0 on the top, so keep reminding yourself about that. On the other side, distribute your negative sign. It applies to both terms inside the binomial. So in this case, that's a negative x minus 2 equals 3x plus 2. Put all your x's to one side, add x, negative 2 equals 4x plus 2. Everything else to the other side, isolating x still, minus 2, negative 4 equals 4x, divide by 4, I got negative 1 on that one. All right, so the possible solutions. The possible solutions are, x could be negative 1 or a 0. So those are the 2 possibilities. We have to check by plugging them back in to see if any of those are not in our domain. Not in our domain, meaning not a possible x solution. So let's go ahead and plug those back into the original. So the original problem is x plus 2 minus 2 equals 3x. And let's go ahead and we're checking x equals negative 1 first. All right, negative 1 plus 2 minus 2. Question mark equals 3 times negative 1. Just want to confirm here, I'm going a little bit quickly. And yes, everything looks okay on this side. Take care of the absolute values first. This is order of operations now. So that's an absolute value of 1 minus 2. Question mark equals 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. The absolute value of 1 is 1 minus 2. Does that equal negative 3? Uh-oh. And negative 1 question mark equals negative 3. Does negative 1 equal negative 3? No way. So this is not a solution. What is not a solution? X equals negative 1. X equals negative 1. And that is the extraneous solution. extraneous. Extraneous. It's a solution that gets removed. It's not part of our solution set. Let's check to see if the other one works. The last problem I did, both answers worked. This one of them's not working. We have to check to see if all the answers work or not. So now I'm checking, does x equals 0 work? And the original problem is x plus 2 in absolute values minus 2 equals 3x. All right, plugging 0 in, absolute value of, we're plugging 0 in, 0 plus 2, into absolute value minus 2, question mark equals, does that equal 3 times 0? All right, simplifying, we take care of what's inside the parentheses or the grouping symbols, and since this is separate, I can do that also at the same time. So this is now 2 minus 2, 2's in absolute values. Question mark, does that equal 3 times 0? Is 0. And simplifying, the absolute value of 2 is 2 minus 2. Does that equal 0? You can probably do this in your head, but in math, we just want to make sure everything is absolutely simplified. So 2 minus 2 is 0. Does that equal 0? It sure does. So our solution, and it's the only one, O-N-L-Y, it's the only one, x equals 0. X equals 0 is our only solution.